Yo, what is up? And welcome to the vlog. Today I'm drinking, I'm having a treat. It's a Reed's ginger ale, ginger beer rather. All natural, extra ginger, and Jamaican style. So now that we have that out of the way, time to bring you guys up to speed on what has been going in the world of Bob. First things first. The Shinjuku and the Freak Out pedals, I was going back and forth. I didn't know if I was going to keep them or get rid of them. And at the end of the day, I had used the Shinjuku on so many recordings. It's a limited pedal, even though there are still many available. It is limited, I believe, to 1,000, and it was an integral part of the last record, so I plan to keep it. The Digitech Freak Out. Unfortunately, I had to say goodbye to the Digitech Freak Out. Its unique power requirements, and well, here's the deal. For some reason, every Digitech pedal I buy, whether it's a whammy or whatever, seems to impart just a tiny bit of high end onto my signal that I can hear. And it drives me up a wall, Digitech. I know it's just two guys that run Digitech. So if you get this message, whatever you're doing to the buffer or whatever that adds that little, it's just a bit of harshness that I do not like. Stop doing it. Okay. So, so that it's gone. I probably will miss it. I did like the functionality of that pedal. But in a last-minute shocker, I sold the El Capistan. Yes, it was the third time I had owned the El Cap, and it will be the last. You know, what can I say? I think that the Moog 104M is possibly the greatest delay ever, with the exception of possibly the Deluxe Memory Man. But it could be a tie. That's just my opinion. Now, all I'm saying is when I would A-B the LCAP versus the Moog, no comparison, folks. No comparison. I mean, it was not even a contest. I mean, the LCAP just, I don't know. It wasn't doing what I needed it to do. I've just grown. I've grown past it. What can I say? Now, on to some of the items that I got to replace these things. Well, as I've been getting rid of some of my newer pedals, I've been holding on to a concept of replacing some of my stuff with vintage collectible things. So the first thing that I got was, bam, new pedal day, the CE2 Chorus. Silver screw. These pedals existed from 1979 to 1984. This is a black label pedal. You can't see because I've done my little painter's tape trick for my Velcro situation, but if I peel it back, you'll notice that there is a black label under there. The ones with the black labels are, in fact, so we can get in on that, made in Japan. That's right, folks. Made in Japan from 79 to 84. Now, this particular, I would say these particular chorus units used the 3007 chip, which is the same chips that were in the original chorus ensemble pedal. Later, those chips were changed to the 3207. So these are pretty sought after. You can always kind of tell black label, silver screw, baby blue. If you've been watching the vlog for a while, you know that in the very beginning vlogs, I was coveting this pedal and I was threatening to buy it over and over and over again. We're going to plug this in and I am going to let you hear what it sounds like. But before we do that, let's get on to the other thing that I bought. Now, this is going to be somewhat controversial. This power supply is made by the Vertex company. As many of you know, Vertex and Mason at Vertex, well, how can I say this? Yeah, he did some real shady shit at one point, and it was a whole rigmarole involving wah-wah pedals, and I'm totally aware of all the facts, and I get it. I really do. If you bought one of those $400 wahs and then you found out that it was nothing but a BBE, I can understand why you would be super mad about that. And he was being dishonest. Yes, he did that. I believe that he's paid back all the people. And, you know, I feel like a little, you know, I'll give the guy some forgiveness, you know. He didn't do anything to me. And I know he did stuff to everybody else, but that doesn't mean that he's a piece of shit forever and ever. People make mistakes. They do crazy stuff. Life goes on. This appears to be a cool little item. You know, as long as the guy's making his own, which, by the way, full disclosure, Bob Bradshaw made a box like this first, okay? So this is by no means you know, something Mason thought of. Okay, so I don't get that twisted. What this is this was on here like so, and then there's this big thumb screw, right, which you just take it off real very easily. This comes off, and inside, as you can see, there are 4 spots for 9-volt batteries. Now what this is basically a power supply that provides power to 4 pedals off of 9-volt. And it runs, you plug this into your existing power supply via this jack here, okay? And I'm not real sure, but I think that serves as a backup. But the reason why you would want something like this is because oftentimes wah-wah pedals, wahs, fuzz, and overdrive, and some other pedals as well, sound a bit better when powered by batteries rather than power supplies. As the battery weakens, it rolls off a little bit of highs and some other unsavory characteristics that that people don't want. So this is really just for gear idiots only. You have to be really anal retentive about your tone to buy a power supply that is powered by 9 volts just to improve your tone a minuscule amount. But that's the kind of idiot I am. So that's what this is. It's the Vertex battery power supply, and I'm gonna check it out. All right, let's do the CE2 right now. So you might have noticed during that last clip that my wall is going, it's a little dirty. So I'm going to take this opportunity to do a little wah-wah maintenance. I'm going to open her up and see if there's any, hair and dirt and stuff in there. And then I'm going to give the pot some of the sprays with this Deoxit D5. In my neck of the woods, you used to be able to get this at a place called Radio Shack. It doesn't exist anymore. So, the internet. But you need this because this is good for cleaning up all your electronical needs, pots in your guitar, and things like that. So, I'm going to open up the wah and clean it up a little bit. It hasn't been used for a little while, so it looks like I'm going to be using it again until I find a suitable replacement. So let's do that now.